doing the organic gardening, if that's what you're doing. If you're politically active, keep being politically active. Um, yeah, build coalitions and keep doing it with everyone else who's going to continue to keep doing it, because the progressive movement needs to function at this grassroots level in the slow and bad times, so that when the good times come around and we have a shot at making some significant change, we've already made change by what we do on our micro level. So yeah, that's right on. Keep doing what you're doing.
Okay. Thanks, Randy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Going down the row, Sean?
Yeah, that brings me back to mindfulness, being in the now, not worrying about yesterday, not worrying about tomorrow, just, plugging along, doing your thing. And sure, there's certain things you have to do, just for survival, but there's also many other things that you need to do, continue to learn, continue to be in the now, I do Tai Chi, I try to do some every day, and you can't do Tai Chi without being in the now, being mindful. Every time my mind wanders, I screw up.
You have to be there now.
And so you're there now, and being now, you got your full concentration on the now and doing the best job you can do in what you're doing now.
Okay. Thank you. Chris?
There's not too much to add, but I think just based on what these two brilliant minds have said right now, let's just say the consistency is a piece that we all need to nurture inside of ourselves, to keep on doing the same thing again and again, and learning from our mistakes. Instead of just making the same mistakes all the time, let's learn, let's find out what we did wrong and what we did right, and learn how to improve things, make them better. And with that in mind, that brings on a sense of empowerment, and that's what we all need in this movement. So from consistency to empowerment, I can see the big picture right now, and thank you for bringing up that amazing topic this morning. We have a lot to go by with keeping on the keeping up.
Okay. Thank you. Chris, could you film me for a little bit?
Sure.
I want to add a few things.
Okay.
We're still rolling, so.
Okay.
In terms of doing what we're doing, a lot of thoughts have been coming in about this. When Occupy first started and we were on the street, and Randy, you said at a meeting once that we were now in the diaspora, and that's been sticking with me too. Again, we're doing what we're doing.
Exactly. Exactly. Occupy is not dead. It still is very much in existence, and we keep on keeping on, like the commentator suggested we do. But we're doing it a little differently now because it is, in fact, a diaspora. What happened was we had all these working groups of Occupy all over the world that ended up breaking up and going different ways and becoming an occupied diaspora. Little groups of people keeping on. Yeah.
And
I remember that thought.
Yes, and that's exactly what we're doing. And when we were looking at the vegetables that you're taking to Stoughton and Alice and the berries, I was thinking, okay, that's a better world right there. We're doing our little things that count. And maybe not so little. Maybe they're bigger than we even know. Because those berries and those vegetables without, the cancer-causing GMOs and things, we know that's a better world right there.
Well, and the cool thing about it is that I'll be taking this stuff over to them, and then we're going to have conversations about keeping on something else. We're keeping on the conversations about bills of rights and how we use them as a citizen's tool to impact government. It's what semblance of democracy is left. It appears to be at this small level for now. It's like the Trumpanzees have changed it, and so we just have to keep on keeping on.
How about we're not going away?
Right.
We're here to stay. We're not going away. We need a sign that says
I heard
that.
somebody talking this morning about, speaking of the Trump
Easy for you to say.
Freudian slip right
How about
there,
Trumpkins?
yes.
Weaponized ego
Yeah.
at work,
Ooh, that's
you
good.
know.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the Republicans. I'm tired of the Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's time for a democratic, a real Democratic Party. You know, that's
And-
mine now.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And you know, I've been thinking that the best tool that we have, and I think this is something that we've all been kind of entertaining, if not using the words, the best tool that we have is like not being caught up in that system and playing that game, you know, but making a better world by keeping doing what we're doing.
It's like Chris Hedges says, you know, it's sometimes we feel like mice squeaking at an avalanche. You know, you get this huge mountain of snow coming and rolling down, and here we are, little mice, just, you know, trying to assert ourselves, trying to say, hey, you know, what about us over here? We got the right idea. So he says we're like mice squeaking at an avalanche, but squeak we must.
Sweet, we must.
Squeak we must. We have to just keep on doing that. And I think that's, again, just piggybacking on everything that you've said.
And I always think of, you know, the old story about the butterfly flips its wings in the jungle, and 6 months later we have a hurricane.
Right, right.
So, you know, and then it goes back to, remember Bradshaw. He used the child's mobile. And he says, you cannot touch the mobile without affecting everything else on that mobile. And that's something we need to do. We need everything that we do, we have to realize we're affecting everything. You
And
know?
if you would just clarify Bradshaw so people know it's not the football player that we're talking about.
Terry
Bradshaw was
Terry.
Good man can hit it down and out. You know? Lynn Swan.
Bradshaw was a
John Bradshaw.
John Bradshaw, yes. I was trying to remember his name. But he was a person that left the Catholic priesthood, and he became a more or less a lay. I don't know how much counseling they teach him in the Catholic seminary, but he became a therapist, and he helped a lot of people. He was also an alcoholic. And he helped a lot of people with drug and alcohol addiction and stuff like that. And he was a big proponent of the 12-step groups and things like that. And he used to be on PBS regularly, and I just found out a few years ago he died.
Yeah, premier authority on recovery and rehab, John
Right.
Bradshaw. Got a lot of great books out there.
And you know, I think this whole idea is very practical. It's not theoretical at all. You know, because if we look around the garden, that's a better world right there. Those vegetables in the back of your truck, that's a better world. You know, the farmer's market down the street, that's a better world. You know, we have it. We have it here. We have it now. You know, just keep doing what we're doing.
And I see now the mainstream news, especially NBC, is starting to talk about the reality of global warming and things that need to be done with it. They're also reporting on, somebody's reporting on Monsanto on how their glyphosate is now affecting everything that's not even anywhere near where they're spraying for it. You know, they're finding it in honey because the bees are pollinating the plants that have been sprayed and stuff. You know, and
Which I assumed they were going to find that soon.
yeah, you know, it's no big surprise.
But they're still denying it.
Yeah, they always will. But we know.
Bayer, who is the conglomerate that has purchased, is merging. They're calling it a merger, but I think that they're trying to revitalize Monsanto. Bring it back to life.
Well, I think they have to have, I think Monsanto still has to be an entity in order for the legal action to move forward.
Right.
So, Chris, how are we doing with minutes?
Yeah, you got about 10 seconds left.
Okay, everybody say bye.
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 Bye, everybody.
See you next time.
See you next